How to speak English without fumbling and without getting stuck. How to speak English fluently without any hesitation. Today, I will share with you one simple trick, a very easy way how you can overcome this problem. If you apply this on a regular basis, 100% within a month, your fumbling will go away and you will be fluent. So, my name is Rupam and I welcome you all to Hello English. Let's get started. So first, let me ask you one thing. Have you ever come across any people who scolds every time, who use foul language every time, or use slangs every time? You nonsense don't know anything. You are a stupid guy, man. You cannot do the work properly. Nonsense. Just go away. This is how people speak. और अगर हिंदी में बोलते हैं, साले तूने बर्थडे का पार्टी भी नहीं दिया, साले तेरे को बोला था आने के लिए, तू आया नहीं. So here comes a question. The question is, how can you remember so many slang words? Every day you are using so many foul languages. How can you remember that? Whereas when it comes to speaking English, you go blank. You go zero. So in this video, I will tell you why it happens and what is the solution for that. A very simple solution is there for that. Before that, tell me, why don't you fumble or why don't you stop yourself, think and then talk when you are speaking in your native language? Why don't you get confused when you talk in your native language? So you may be thinking that it is because when I talk in my native, the words gets processed in my mind and I can talk. And if I start thinking in English, I will be able to speak English fluently. Right? Remember, our mind do the processing. It takes the decision. But when we have to speak, it is our mouth. With our mouth, we speak. I can remember 10 years back when I was in my college, I hardly used to talk in English. My fluency was zero. When it comes to talking or speaking in English, I used to hide at the back. But when writing, especially in essay writings and all, I used to get the best mark. I got so many certificates. Is it because when I write, I think in English, and when I go in front of people to speak, my thoughts go away? It's not like that. Tell me, when I told you about the people who talk slang words, some nonsense words, do they think it's automatic, right? Whenever they talk, it comes out of their mouth because they are using it on a daily basis. So it is proved you don't need so much of thinking when it comes to speaking in English. But if you are thinking that I have to start thinking in English, then only I'll be able to speak in English, that is a wrong thing. You are wasting your time. So what to do? I will tell you now. Before that, one more thing I want to share with you. Do you think that when you speak in Hindi so fluently, it is all because you think in Hindi, that's why you are so much fluent in Hindi or your mother tongue? I can tell you that 90% of the words, 90% of the sentences on a daily basis what we talk comes from a bunch of words, say 600 or 700 words, which is there stored in our mind. We keep using those words on a regular basis. Suppose your brother or sister or any close relatives who you know very closely write a letter to you, writes a letter to you, you will see and you can tell, yes, it has been written by my brother or my sister, because you know how he or she talks, what all words he or she uses. And if those words, if those sentences matches, you will easily understand that it's been written by him or her. Sometimes if you have to use some other words, something which we don't use on a regular basis, then we have to think. It can be either in Hindi, in English, any language. Suppose you went to a hotel and you ordered something. You ordered soup. After tasting the soup, you will try to recall that thing which is there. What was there in this soup? Ajinomoto. See, you are thinking and then you are telling. Because these words, these sentences, you are not using on a regular basis. I'm sure, same thing if you try to say in Hindi or your mother tongue, you have to think and then you will tell. Right? So, it is proved that most of the words which we use on a regular basis are already stored with us, are already there in our mouth. Things which we use very less or sometime that we have to process in our mind. So it is proved that we have to think whenever it comes to something difficult or different. Now let's come to the solution. What to do? At the beginning of the video, I told you that there are people who use foul words or slangs every day. Same way, there are many people who call their husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend with some different name. Janu, Munu, Tinu, Sona, and those words are automatically stored in their mouth. Whenever they talk in the office or in front of anyone, those words comes out, those names comes out. But there is a very less possibility that you talk about some other name comes out, like your far relatives or someone you know you met for once or twice in your lifetime. Why? It is only because the names which you say on a regular basis, on a daily basis, are stored with you. It's there in your mouth. Same way, if you are eating something, instead of saying that in your mother tongue, you can either say yes or no. That will be stored with you. If you're hungry, instead of saying that in your mother tongue, you can just say, I am hungry. Right? Learn some easy words, which you can use on a regular basis. As for example, turn on, turn off, pick up, go out, come in. You can use these words instead of speaking those words in your mother tongue. Slowly, you can use some other words also, some little bigger phrases also. Like, make the bed, get dressed, go for a walk. So in this way, slowly, you can use some small words in your daily conversation. You will learn that this is not a bottle. You can say bottle, and the head is called cap. It's easy to say the same, right? Every day. At the beginning, as I told you, learn some small words. If you want, you can check my channel. So many videos how to use words on a regular basis. Small conversation. You can check those out. But remember, only watching some videos, learning some words, some sentences will not help. You need to practice continuously. It should be in your mouth. One example is that, remember the songs which you used to listen in your childhood. Those songs are still there in your mouth. You can still remember those words. Full lyrics you can say. But if you listen to some new songs, 3 or 4 times you listen, after some day, you again try to recall that song. You can know the tune, you may know the tune, but the lyrics will be difficult for you to remember. Because those words are not stored in your mind. However, the songs you used to listen long back in your childhood are very clear with you. You know each and every word, the full lyrics of the song. So, learn new words, learn sentences, watch newspaper, watch English news, and try to use them on a daily basis. Use them on your conversation with your friends, with your family members. If you don't have anyone, use it alone. Talk to yourself. After some day, your family member, your friends will only tell you, well, you are learning English so fast. And that will make you proud. You will feel so happy that time. So my dear friend, this is the lesson for today. I hope you will apply this in your life. I wish you all the best. फिर मिलेंगे.